Hey guys, in this video I'm going to attempt to summarize some of the ups and downs of my 60-day challenge. So let's get to it. So I'm at the home page of my ClickBank account, and what I'd like to point out is that I can't remember the exact date. I look at my income sheet, which I'll show you in a second, my accounting sheet. Actually, yeah, so it looks like I started running ads on the 12th. So go back to here, and in the first week I made $103.18, which then um, increased to 900, 1,200, 1,800, and now almost at the end of this accounting period of 2,600. So there's been a progressive increase week after week after week. So which is really good. I'm really happy with that. Originally, my goal was to try and hit $1,000 a day in revenue, and I didn't quite get there. I got close on Wednesday, the November 13, with 723, and I wasn't able to sustain that. And sort of looking back at my campaigns, one of the issues I have is cash flow, which is something I believe I've mentioned in a couple of videos, that I expected this to happen, and sure enough, I was limited on really how much money I could throw at these ads on a daily basis with what I have available on my credit card to spend on ads. What I didn't want to happen was to really go nuts and then have to shut down ads because I just didn't have any money to pay, or worse, having my account suspended because Facebook was unable to charge my credit card correctly because there was no available credit, which could have happened, and that was just being a hassle having to get the account reinstated. So I was kind of playing it very cautiously, making sure I had the available funds there. One of the big problems when starting out as a new person on ClickBank is the payout period. If I look at the reporting here on payments, you'll see that to date I've only received just over $800 of all the revenue I've generated. I'll get another payment tomorrow of 1,096, but if you look at my total revenue for this period, as an affiliate, I've generated over 7,600 in sales, 149 sales. I've only received a small fraction of that. So all that is, ad spend is still sitting on my credit card, and I'm not being able to pay it off. So that's one of the main issues that's prevented me from really throwing 500 a day or whatever at my ads in order to generate the revenue that I wanted to hit. As we get further down the road, it'll become easier because the payout period will shrink down to a week or less in some cases once I really hit larger numbers. So that's just the reality of the situation. So that's, from a financial perspective, one problem. Now, as you know, I've been promoting the Easy Battery product, and well, I've not purchased the product myself. I really should do, to see how well the actual product works with reconditioning batteries. I've got some old batteries I could certainly test it on. One thing I found, I'm having to go into my account, Facebook account inbox several times a day to clear out negative comments. Just people just don't believe the product's real. They think it's a scam. Don't. So it's an issue, and it's something that's concerning me. These number of negative comments, because potentially that could again get my account shut down through to a negative experience that people are having. It hasn't happened yet, I don't think, because on the flip side, this is really just a drip in the ocean in terms of how many people actually like it. Not necessarily had lots of positive comments, but at least people are liking the ad and the images probably. So it kind of has offset the couple of angry faces that I've had compared to the actual number of likes and so forth. So it's a worry. It was another reason why I was kind of like holding back a little bit, not pushing too hard, because I don't want Facebook to see me throwing tons of money at this, and that may raise a flag for further scrutiny. I don't know for sure, but yeah. So it kind of a tricky product from that perspective. Going into this, I didn't realize this product would generate that kind of response. That's just the reality of this product. So I think, although I'm going to continue promoting this product, I will definitely start looking at some other products that hopefully will generate, for the most part, positive comments. And I'll feel good about promoting it. What else I want to mention? Yeah, so back to the cash flow issue. I want to sort of explain this a bit more in detail with this spreadsheet that I produced. So this spreadsheet is showing every day my ad spend and the revenue generated. And as you see here at the beginning, I started off fairly slow, and then I was building up to CBO campaigns of $100 a day. And you can see in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 days went by with $300 of ad spend. I hadn't made a single sale. A lot of people would have given up by then and said, "Oh no, this product isn't going to work. I'm $300 in the hole," and just would have stopped there. Then I made my first sale. Then I had another day without any sales. But then from that day onwards, I have made consistent sales. The problem has been, though, I've been forever chasing break even for the next, probably month until November 13th. I finally got to the point where my cumulative net revenue exceeded my ad spend. Yeah, so from this point, I'm positive, and I've managed to remain positive over the last week or so. But it's been tough going, as you can see from my ROI here has been pretty weak. 13%, then down a day, then up a day, then down a day, down again yesterday, but only a small amounts, just slowly eating away at the little profit that I've made. Very, very difficult to do. And not forgetting as well that here are the payouts that I've had. I'll say I'll receive another payout tomorrow, but up until tomorrow, I've only received just over $800 of the $6,000 I've spent in ad spend, right? So it's just something to bear in mind if getting into this is you're going to need a buffer. You're going to need to have probably $6,000 if you could. Hopefully you can do better than me, and you'll make better profits quicker. You'll get to break even faster. But from what I've seen in the program and comments from other people, around the 5,000 mark is fairly typical as the break-even point. So just something to bear in mind. You're gonna, if you only have a few $100s to spend in ad spend, you're wasting your time. You really need to have a fairly decent cash buffer before you can really realistically start running campaigns that will eventually turn positive. So where to go from here? So I now have a lot of data I can work with. I really now need to I need to fix my cash flow issue, which I will get some more money through tomorrow. I need to figure out how I can get some more money available to pump into ads, and use the data that I have now to create lookalike audiences and really drill into to find detail of who is actually being buying, what creatives are working the best, and then just really double down on that and focus specifically on that information, and go from there. And hopefully that should produce a lot more reliable sales days, because at the moment it's very frustrating, these up days, down days, up days, down days. It would be really, really good if I could, even if it was only 10% ROI, if I could consistently make 10% every single day, not as you know, as you've seen here, where I'm up 147%, down 35%, up 70%, down 27%. It's kind of it's a roller coaster ride. It makes it very difficult to plan when things are so up and down like that. So I'm going to continue to provide as much detailed information going forward. As I said yesterday, making these videos is really helping with my personal accountability. It's a very lonely place to be in front of the screen here, me and Facebook ads. So I will continue making these videos and try and so instead of obviously a daily challenge, it'll just be I will try and share something I've learned every day, and see how that goes. Okay, great. So same time tomorrow then. Bye.